Tonight on WLWT, a line out the door in Springfield, Ohio tonight for the city commission meeting.
Yeah, that small city 80 miles northeast of here, becoming the center.
She said your insurance went up, Patrick. I'm trying to figure out how are they even insuring the migrants? This is what I don't understand. How are they coming up? What is the underwriting model for how they're calculating the risk for the premiums of migrants, and how are they compensating for the possibility of uninsured migrants? Like how you have uninsured motorists, they got to have something to cover uninsured migrants. Like the premiums of the insurance got to be crazy.
The immigration debate, Governor Mike DeWine of Ohio even addressing the issue. It was mentioned again tonight, of course, in the national debate. WLWT News 5 anchor Chris Jacobs joining us live from Springfield with what city and state leaders are saying tonight, Chris.
Yeah, hey, Mike. Well, public comment was animated. The room was filled to capacity. Dozens of people who wanted to get in but couldn't actually had to wait outside. Of course, the main topic of discussion at City Hall in Springfield, the influx of Haitian migrants.
This issue is not a Republican or Democratic issue. This is an American issue. This is an Ohio issue, and this is a Springfield issue.
Tonight, a long list of Springfield locals voicing their thoughts at the city commission meeting. The influx of Haitian immigrants dominating the conversation.
We are here as homeowners and businessmen and women and investors.
The city of 58,000 becoming the focal point of the immigration debate after recent high-profile attention from the likes of J.D. Vance and Governor Mike DeWine.
No community can expect such surges as this.
The governor says estimates put the number of Haitian migrants at roughly 15,000, primarily an influx of legal immigrants choosing Springfield as their new home.
Is there a cutoff point for the population here? Or, I feel like there should be a no vacancy.
I don't understand how they even got to Springfield. I don't know if Springfield is a sanctuary city or not like that. So like to me, what the major focus that people should be paying attention to here is that even if the place that you at ain't a sanctuary city, they can still just dump migrants there, because Aurora, Colorado is not a sanctuary city. Like everybody keeps saying like, well, that's what you get for being a sanctuary city. They didn't drop those people off in Denver. This is how stupid people are. Like people will sit there and watch multiple pieces of content about this, and there's no comprehension. Like that's what you get for having a sanctuary city. Aurora's not a sanctuary city, but Colorado is a sanctuary state, and Denver is a sanctuary city. And Denver being over capacity has caused a lot of that stuff to spill over into Aurora. I don't know why these people. It doesn't make sense of why Springfield, Ohio, would be the destination here. Like this is just very weird. You know what I'm saying?
You can see sign right now.
Governor DeWine saying the city has seen issues with a lot of patients coming to hospitals, many of whom are unvaccinated, and addressed driving safety. But he says more help is needed.
So government simply has to be part of the solution. They have to step up. It is their policies that have created these surges.
Springfield Mayor Robb voicing similar frustrations.
I think just because there's been such a quick influx of individuals in our community over such a short amount of time, it looks like it was organized, but it was like not organized by the government. We have not received one dime for immigrants coming into our community.
Yeah, so I didn't think so, because like I said, I don't think that Springfield is a sanctuary city. I'm almost 100% certain. Yeah, I don't think Springfield is a sanctuary city. So like now, the immediate response to any of this is that, well, you shouldn't be a sanctuary city. But like a lot of these places ain't sanctuary cities. Like this is just stupid people saying, you know what I'm saying? This is just stupid people saying stupid stuff because most people are stupid. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Springfield is a sanctuary city though. So again, like I said, like what the big issue is that people are not really getting out of this is that it don't matter if you're a sanctuary city or not. It seems like they could just drop like migrants off wherever they want to. You know what I'm saying?
Not one.
Some money will be coming by way of the state. Governor DeWine saying today that a minimum of $2.5 million will be going over the next 2 years to help the Clark County Health Department, and that's to help with this increase in need for general practitioners. Reporting live in Springfield, Chris Jacobs, WLWT.
So now I think that's interesting, right? You guys notice how like the news didn't discuss anything about the sanctuary city status? You know, like when they talk about Denver and all that, they always be talking about the sanctuary city status. But see, like I said, I don't think Springfield, Ohio is a sanctuary city. Like when you talk about like actually just somebody just actually dropping like a bus of migrants off, I actually think that's what happened to them. I just, you know what I'm saying, like that, like, which is wild, because then what's the point of there being a difference between sanctuary cities and cities that's not sanctuary cities? That just basically means you get to cheat and you can just dump people wherever you want to. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is hold on real quick, man. If you guys haven't smashed the like button yet, do me a favor, take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you guys haven't hit the bell, take a moment, hit that bell, and also please share the stream to your social media. Man, this is wild. So I'm glad we looked at that. Right? Like, ain't y'all glad that we looked at that situation with old girl eating a cat or whatever?
When we see surges like this, surges that no community can anticipate, no community can anticipate at all. No community can be prepared for.
Governor DeWine speaking out about what he says is an unprecedented influx of immigrants, specifically coming to being thrust into the governor says 15,000 Haitian immigrants moved to the city in recent years and says it's putting a strain on the community.
So as a result, he is pouring money into healthcare needs, sending in the highway patrol to make the roads safer, and calling on the federal government to do more to help.
This comes right as immigration remains one of the biggest issues in this year's election. We have team coverage for you tonight. We want to begin with Rodney Dunnigan with more about what DeWine announced today. Rodney?
Bob and Stacia plainly believes that in a crisis, why state resources are being poured into that town right now to help the situation out.
We've spent a lot of time on it, so it's not something that we just woke up yesterday and decided to get involved in. This is a very unprecedented situation in Springfield. Involved for some time.
Late Tuesday afternoon, Governor Mike DeWine laying out new plans to support the Springfield as the Clark County town deals with a stream of migrants to the area. DeWine stressing the additional support is needed.
Here's what I don't understand. Why don't they just tell them to stop sending them? Hey, they was mad, bro. They was lit. They was mad. And old girl didn't have no emotion either. Like, she was just like, she just ate the cat and was just staring straight ahead. Like, she didn't care at all. Like, it got under their skin that she just didn't care, or like she wasn't alert enough to care neither. Like, she just had that empty look, like looking forward. And everybody was like, you just ate a cat. And like, she just like, she just looking straight ahead. Like, give me my jail cell. You know what I'm saying?
Field deals with a strain in healthcare, education, and public safety. Tuesday's announcement builds on previous support the state has provided for things like driver education, language interpreters, and educational services.
We're going to continue to move ahead and try to work with, and we'll work with the local officials, again, to try to deal with the situation. That's what everybody is trying to do. Deal with it in a humane way, deal with it in a correct way, understanding that everybody involved, these are individuals, and that the people of Springfield have legitimate concerns.
All right, Bob and Stacia.
Now, so this is what I want to know, right? Because this is my question. If you're not a sanctuary city, what do you do if people just keep showing up in your city? Like, to me, like, okay, if we're not a sanctuary city and people keep showing up at my city, I'm going to tell you to stop coming once. The second time you're going to come and it's going to be the military there. Like, you know what I mean?
You guys mentioned this just a bit off the top sap. The governor says, as of morning, the State Highway Patrol, they will send a surge of troopers into that area to help out with any sort of traffic issues. This goes into place again in the morning. And he is directing the State Department of Health to team up with the Clark County Department of Health to offer those primary care services to those immigrants who may not have health care, something that he says is very important. In fact, the state plans to spend about $2 million over the next 2 years to help out in that healthcare effort. And of course, all of this, a lot of political theater right now.
Yeah, but shout out to Patrick. I feel you. Patrick said if they don't have temporary, yeah, here they actually can. To me, if we're not a sanctuary state or if we're not a sanctuary city, you can't come in. You can't come in and find housing. Like, no, you're not going to come in. We're not going to we're going to cooperate with ICE and get you deported. You know what I'm saying? Or you just don't come in. Now, temporary protection status, what that'll do is that'll stop you from getting deported, right? If we don't have the resources, the way that I would deal with it is we don't have the resources. And I'm not trying to be funny, but if I was in one of these places like Springfield and they keep dumping these people here, what's going to happen is you're going to get dumped into the next in the next city that is a sanctuary city. You're not staying here though. You're not doing that. You gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
Republicans are blaming the Biden administration for all of these problems. Obviously, with this being political season, that will no doubt be talking point, potentially, maybe even for this evening's debate. That's something that the governor was asked in today's press conference, and he didn't really want to speak to that. Now, just minutes after the governor spoke, the mayor of Springfield also speaking out today about some of the things that's going on in his community. Our Tom Bosco was there to ask him some very pointed questions. And Tom, what exactly did he have to say?
Well, Rodney, you're absolutely right. This is really highlighting the
shout out to everybody that's watching, man. We only need 9 more. We only need 9 more subs to get 500. So if you guys haven't smashed that like button yet, please do me that favor. Smash that like button. Also, if you guys haven't hit the bell, if you like this type of content, hit the bell, subscribe to the channel. Also, if you could please share the stream to your social media and tag somebody that you know is interested in this type of information, or somebody who you think you can spark their interest in this type of information, then make sure that you guys tag them in your post.
Issue of immigration on a political level here, of course, while this is all being talked about feverishly on social media, on the campaign trail, and in Columbus, this is where the effects are really being felt here in Springfield. Now, the first thing out of the mouth of the mayor, Robb was to refute the wild claims that are making their way around social media, even for vice president. Robb talking about those rumors.
We have not been able to verify any credible reports or specific claims of pets being harmed, injured.
Oh my God, man! Let me. I gotta ask you all this: how is it that in a world that's interconnected by technology and you can get instant information, that like these rumors have crossed over like this? Like this is truly insane and fascinating to me at the same time.
Or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
That wild story making its way around this issue, that is really what brought all of this to the top of the headlines here today, all of that appearing yesterday. Rue appearing today with the president of the Clark County Commissioners, both of them reiterating the issues that they are having in this community, which has seen thousands of Haitian immigrants, most of them legally, come to Springfield for jobs and to try to escape.
Hey, we just solved that mystery like Scooby and Shaggy. Hey, if y'all agree, we just solved that mystery like Scooby and Shaggy, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, y'all don't think that we solved the mystery, then give me a thumbs down.
Violence in their country. Those leaders here in Springfield say they know that Springfield is being used as a political pawn as politicians look to score points in the election, but that's not making their problems go away.
After the election is over and everyone's done using Springfield, Ohio, we are the ones who are going to be left to live out the challenges and find the solutions. We tell our kids not to bully one another, and I hear adults in our community saying the most hateful things.
That's the president of the Clark County Commissioners talking about what she expects from her community. They also, both leaders saying that it is not appropriate to bully or harass anyone based on how they look, how they drive, where they come from. You know, we have said that Republicans on the campaign trail are talking about that crazy, now debunked story about pets being stolen.
It's not debunked. Just the whole entire situation was wrong. Everybody's an idiot. Like that's the actual story. You know what I'm saying? Like, the story's not debunked. There is a story with the cat. It just wasn't in this city, and it didn't have anything to do with a migrant. That's the actual thing. Like, it's not debunked. You know what I'm saying?
The question was asked, have these city and county leaders gone to the campaigns and asked them to stop talking about it? They have not apparently done that directly. However, they say they have put out a lot of information and say that those campaigns all have access to that information. Live on your side in Springfield, I'm Tom Bosco, ABC 6 News.
All right, thank you, Tom. Thank you, Rodney Dunnigan, with our team coverage.
Man, that's hilarious, man. I'm sorry, but that is, man, there's no type of messiness like Ohio messiness, man. There's no type, like, shout out to Ohio for just being like it's being the worst place in the world, you know what I'm saying? That's hilarious, man. So yeah, so we're gonna take a look at this. Ohio is sending troopers and a $2.5 million to a city that has seen an influx of Haitian migrants. I'm gonna tell you guys something right now. It's not gonna work. This $2.5 million is not gonna be enough money. They're going to end up needing more money. They're going to keep needing money. They're going to go into a budget crisis, and they're going to implode just like everywhere else. What they need to do is they need to get hold of this, figure out what they plan on doing with the people that's there, stop people from coming in, and just end the influx, because it's going to be the constant influx and not being able to go back and get any money that's going to be just tearing everything apart. And you want to make sure that you take care of the people that are there, too. Just ignoring the needs of people that are already there and telling them that you're just hallucinating, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not a good way to do business, man. And like all these places do that. Chicago did it, New York did it. They just always ignore the needs of the people that's already there. They ignore the needs of the people that put them in office and gave them any type of power. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't make any sense. Shout out to everybody that's watching. We got 19 people watching and we got 34 likes. If everybody could take a moment, smash that like button and get us to 50, that'd be great. So I don't think that this is sustainable right here. This $2.5 million, a one-time payment of $2.5 million is not going to do anything on an influx of people who are consistently coming in.